Okay, well this isn't downtown, but it's about 2:30 in the morning, and I need to go to bed and go to work. And this is one that's been sitting on the hard drive for about a week and a half, and I really wanted to do this one, so. Real neat match. This is one that I started off convinced we were going to lose, and then we ended up winning. I think we ended up winning because we got the help of Barr came in about, I don't know if he was in here at the beginning, but he was definitely in here towards the end, and that may be all it took.
Attack the center node.
Well, anyway, it started off pretty much the way I figured it would, with us losing our prime, and me trying like heck to hold on to it. We do have the flood though, so it wasn't going entirely Blue's way, but we were well on our way to defeat here, it looked like. And I spent a lot of this map trying to hold on to our prime. I think we might actually manage to get the 20 points off the flood there, which is good. And there we got that. Meanwhile, we're just barely hanging on to our prime, of course. Now we got some action going on in center, which is good.
Attack the floodgate.
Yeah, center's down. Blue has flood, of course. Since we got center and I don't have a fast way to get anywhere else, I'm going to go ahead and try to take flood down again, but I don't want to spend a whole lot of time over here. Because, of course, center's going down. Okay, so flood's taken care of for the moment. Center's going blue again. You have to keep on top of that. I mean, you know. Blue gets center, they're going to be right back here taking our prime again. I'm really wasting time a little bit, but I want to clear some of the blue people around our prime because they're just waiting for center to go down so they can start hitting our prime again, which they're doing.
I got the orb.
And it's pretty scary how fast they took advantage of that. As soon as center went blue, they were right there, and they just about got our prime cap. Our orb is circling around. So once again, we're just barely hanging on. I'm still convinced at this point we're going to lose this. I'm trying desperately to go forward and do something with center. Going to make a bad decision here and jump out of that vehicle, figuring somebody surely was about to hit me with an Averill, but no, they just wanted to steal it. All the same. Still convinced we're going to lose. I don't normally get into the Dark Walker on this match unless I think we're going to lose. I don't really like the Dark Walker, although it can be very effective. You find out how effective things like the Dark Walker can be when the other team uses them on you. I think the other team has Mekintaj on this match, and he's going to do some very dirty fighting, as he calls it. That would be, for example, sitting in the underpass there and sniping the orb runners as they come out, which is, you know, pretty effective. And I think he gets some help with that. You can sit there on the other side of that bluff where that Nemesis just came around from with an Averill and shoot down the Raptors as they come around the corner, dragging the orb towards center. Okay, so got to support prime again because somebody else grabbed the orb, and since they didn't manage to get a taxi to center. And orb is down. It's up again. Having a little bit of trouble hitting that hamster ball, but he's down. Feeling like I need to go take out Flood again. But I'm just going to have time to take that Viper out, and he's going to get me at the same time. So I'm back to the core again. And Flood is counting down, so we're in danger of losing 20 points there. But that's not to be. And since it's not blue, I'm going to head straight back to our prime because, of course, it's constantly in danger throughout this match. You know, it's just a matter. You got to keep moving. You got to, you know, when your team is weak like this, you got to keep hitting the weak points on this map. You know, you kind of circulate back and forth between your prime and Flood. And our orb carrier, I don't appreciate what he's doing. He's circling around here and refusing to cap. He thinks he's going to hold it. You know, meanwhile, nobody's capping center. And what I think he ought to do is just cap the prime, and so that somebody can grab the orb and take center with it. Not that anyone's being too quick to grab the orb, or very effective at taking center. But that's really what we need to do. Of course, all he accomplished was to get himself killed and leave our orb stranded in prime with nobody there. Somebody picked it up and capped. So if we can hold it for a few seconds, maybe this time we'll get a taxi out to center and see what can be done. And we did. Unfortunately, what they didn't notice was that the Flood is now counting down again, and we're about to lose 20 points for sure this time, I think. Yep. So now the score's all even. I'm going to take a shot at running the orb here, I think, unless someone else picks it up. And I've already got it. I think I don't realize it at this point. Now I realize it. Okay.
Acknowledge.
And I'm going to run this way, so I'm in a position to cover Flood or make it back to prime. Well, not anymore since I jumped down the cliff, but I'm trying desperately to make it to center, and I almost made it, but I ran into this guy, which happens way too often.
Attack the center node.
But I felt like somebody needs to make the attempt. There's what some people would typify as dirty fighting, running that nemesis up front here, but he wasn't being very effective with that move at all. Looking very bad here. They've got Flood and Prime. I'm gonna try to take our Prime back.
Attack the prime node.
You'll be impacted that one.
Just gotta wait for it to go. Just gotta wait for the shield to go down, and there we got it. Okay, so
the floodgate node.
that crisis averted, but the Flood is now ticking down, and I'd have to be very fast to get to the Flood from here now. But 12, 11, 10, 9. Oh, fortunately it went down before I got there, so another crisis averted.
Red core is vulnerable.
Of course, our prime has gone blue now. See how fast this shit happens. You know, you have to watch this little mini map whenever you're moving. You know, otherwise, you know, the situation is going to change. It's going to change too fast for you. You're going to end up halfway across the map before you realize what happened. Okay, I've gotten tired of running the orb. I spotted a blue Viper I could capture. I was going to try to tow this guy, but he's kind of already where he needs to be. So since this is a captured Viper, I figured, what the heck, I might as well go over here and try to take out the enemy Darkwalker, because he can be a nuisance. He can sit over here and be a real hindrance to anyone who's trying to run the orb to center. As if we had anyone running orb to center. But we might want to have that sooner or later, so it would be good if he was not there. And he didn't get me, but he weakened me, and then someone else got me, I think, with just a sniper rifle or something. Well, that was so much fun. I'm going to grab one of our Vipers. I would go back and tow the orb with it, but nobody's grabbed the orb anyway, so I'm just going to use it to take down the flood while we work on center on foot. Our orb is sitting there idle all this time, which is really bad. It shouldn't be doing that. Somebody needs to run the orb at all times. I could be doing that. Yeah, I've said this before. It's a judgment call. I mean, I'm gonna get a real nice kill on Mekitaj here. He's back there killing people with his shock rifle that he really likes, and I'm gonna fling a shock ball. I'm gonna fling a flak ball back there and get him with that.
I've got the orb.
And I had to get out my snide comment. Although actually, what I'm talking about here is rhino cock. I think at the end of the previous match, one of the fellow co-players on Red here commented that Red sucks rhino cock, and I couldn't let that go by. I had to ask the guy. I said, "What's rhino cock like?" Because I don't know. And after getting that kill on Mekitaj, I kind of felt like I was doing pretty good, even if we were bound to lose. So I just thought I'd get out there and talk a little bit more about rhino cock, because I really do wonder. Well, I don't really want to know all that much, but you know, it is a fascinating concept, I guess, for some as well.
I have the orb.
I guess it could be hypothetically, though. Not really, though. Okay. There was a nice play. Got a couple nice plays towards the end here.
Attack the floodgate node. Blue core is secure. Attack the enemy prime node.
Okay, so at this point I'm starting to feel like, hey, we could win this. How is this possible? How could this happen? What's the deal?
Enemy prime node.
I have the orb.
And being optimistic, I'm going to grab the orb and try to run it a little bit. Of course, we're starting to lose ground again. So I'm vacillating here. I'm trying to decide whether to go to flood or center, and not going to get to either one, because yeah, that's Mekitaj with his shock rifle that he loves so much. I'm going to run back here and try to recover that orb, but it's gone already. And I'm going to see the blue orb headed in. I'm going to go in here and try to head it off, but they're going to get in there very quickly, and they've already got it. Get a kill there. And now just desperately trying to take our prime back once again. So earlier optimism was perhaps a little premature. Having nothing better to do, I'm going to get back in here and see if I can get rid of that nemesis. But no. We're back in here just defending wildly, trying like hell to slow Blue down for a few seconds, so somebody can do something worthwhile, like, I don't know, cap flood or center. And of course they're not doing either one. Where's our orb? Well, he's around here somewhere. You can see him wandering around aimlessly, somewhere in the vicinity, not actually capping anything, not actually moving, probably dead at this point. Looks rather dead. Like the lady said in that other video game, not moving is what people do when they're dead. Well, can't argue with that. Yeah, he's dead. Orb went back to prime. Orb went back to core. Lost another 20 minutes. Lost another 20 points off the flood. You know, there for a minute I thought we were doing pretty good, but that's the way it goes. But I feel like we got potential here. I mean, we did good once. We can do good again, maybe. Here we're finally making a play for center. I don't think we're gonna make it. If we'd made, if we'd gotten that jump correct, we might have made it. But Mekitosh is back here defending, and once again, he's gonna take me out with a shock rifle, which is pretty disgusting.
Attack the center node.
That's his weapon. Some people are really good with the shock rifle, so you know, you use what you're good at. There's another play going on for center. That one's not going anywhere. Looks like I don't know if he had a taxi, but if he did, he lost it.
Attack the center node.
Orb is back to core. Blue has flood. Not looking so great. But we are making plays for center, which is what we need to do. And here I found Bar. This is where I've discovered that Bar is on our team. I'm like, oh joy, Bar will save us. I must help Bar. I've gotten the second gunner seat here. I'm gonna lend some firepower to the Dark Walker and maybe heal him a little bit. I've only got the one link gun there. I'm kind of looking. There's some link ammo up on that shelf, and I'm kind of thinking, well, maybe I can jump up there, but there really isn't time. I could have done it at this point.
Attack the floodgate node.
It would have been a better use of my time than sitting here staring at this rock wall. But I wanted to shoot something. I'm figuring, well, maybe he'll jump up there and give me a clear shot at somebody. That would be nice. Actually, I should have jumped out here and got the link ammo. Would have been a better use. I do feel hard. I mean, Bar's a great player. You know, if you see him show up on your team when you're losing, you can feel like there's a chance he might turn it around.
3 minutes remain.
And we do have center now and flood.
Man the nightshade. Attack the enemy prime node.
So I'm going to try to take advantage of that and run the orb a little bit. See if we can get the
I have the orb.
see if we can get the orb running rhythm together here. We've got center, we've got flood, we need to take their prime. And there's taxis showing up, so we might just actually do it. And there we are. Just about, yeah, there you go.
Attack the enemy core.
So now we're in a good position. We might actually even take a point or two off the core, who knows.
Blue core is under attack. Blue core is secure.
No, not that time. But that is what we need to do, and meanwhile, we've got the flood and it's ticking down. Well, we lost that too, didn't we? I guess we did take a few points off the core there. Okay. So, Sparky there was a little bit quick to grab the orb, so I figured I'd tow him, and, there's a real nice play. I believe he's gonna cap. Yes, he is. Good for him, and I'm gonna make it over to the core there. That Dark Walker really should have got me there, but to hell with him. Now we're gonna get some points off the core. And we're actually ahead. So now I feel like, yeah, we do have a real chance here. We've got Bar on our team. We've actually managed to do damage on the core the way God intended. Uh-oh. Okay, well, there is some dirty fighting going on, isn't there? Yes. Mining our prime. Oh, my God. They have no honor.
Attack the enemy prime node.
Often like to defend center in situations where we're kind of ahead a little bit. That Nemesis is looking pretty weak, so I'm gonna see if I can get a chance to run the orb again. And yeah, I will. So once again, I think Blue is building flood, but the timer hasn't even started, so I'm ignoring it. It's 60 seconds, I'm ignoring flood. 60 seconds on flood, I don't care if they got it. Let it get down to 30, and then I'll worry about that. Well, now we've got their prime, so yeah, even though there are still a few seconds, it is ticking down, and we've got their prime, so the hell with that. I'm just going to cap center, or the flood.
5, 4,
Of course, they've got their shade in there somewhere, but he wasn't quite quick enough to get me before I took their flood away from them. Which is really annoying when you're sitting there with the shade perched on the flood, and somebody just jumps in and takes the flood anyway. So I'm sure he's ticked off right now, but they're working on taking it back. And while they're working on that, I'm gonna see about taking their prime away. If I can recover from that botched attempt to get us across the way there. I'm gonna go this way. It's a little bit quicker. Well, safer anyway. Safer is quicker. Nice kill and a cap. There you go.
attack the floodgate.
But
Blue core
blue
is
does still have flood, and it's ticking down, so I don't want to spend any time over at the prime. I'm just gonna go over here and
attack.
grab the orb again to take care of flood in case we didn't take it out. But we did take it out, so once again, another change of plans. So you're constantly changing plans here. You got to keep an eye on that map and do what's expeditious, I guess you'd say. I could have gone on toward enemy prime there, but I felt like I better just cap flood again and then go back to the orb again. Now here's Mekikaj, you know. That is what you call dirty fool. He's a dirty, dirty player, that's all. But it's not going to avail him, it's too late. We've just about got this wrapped up, and I think this might be the play that does it. Yeah, we're gonna get in there now. Okay, here we go. They got flood, but we're ignoring that. We're going for their prime, because they've only got 5 points. Well, 1 point now. Oh yeah, we're in overtime here, that's why. Yeah, this is gonna be it. So it was a timeout from overtime, but yeah, great match. Have a good evening.